On Tuesday night's episode, Matt Roloff slammed Amy as insecure and strongly implied that she was dumb and lacked sense, both common and business. As you can imagine, fans were quick to condemn Amy Roloff. Why? Well, she made a post on social media about spring cleaning, and they're slamming her as being selfish and playing the victim. Oh boy, sharing a couple of photos of her in progress work around the house, Amy writes. And the purge starts up again, one room at a time. Laundry and extra pantry area. Though The Purge is a horror film franchise that examines America's gun culture and its intersection with far-right nationalism, economic disparity, and conservative Christianity, Amy is simply referring to doing a little spring cleaning. It's going to feel good. It's hard to let go of some things though, but in the long run it's a good thing. Some people collect lots of objects until they are overwhelmed. Amy reminds her fans and followers that unhealthy attachments can be detrimental. Isn't that kind of like life, hanging on to stuff and people when it's time to let go, or the other way around? It sure is. She continues, again ostensibly talking about miscellaneous household items that she has accumulated. She then points out that sometimes we discard things that we should keep. Letting go when we need to hang on. True enough. Food for thought, what are we or not hanging on to? That's basically a question intended for her followers to consider for their own lives. Then, of course, Amy plugs her products. I think I'll have some of Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen Berry Bread and share some of the delicious cookies after this hard work. She even includes a link. Visit www.amyroloff.com and get some for Memorial Day weekend. Fans immediately began to comment. Are you spring cleaning or moving? Initially, comments were friendly in nature. Moving? Hope not, but food for thought. Other comments clearly did not come from fans of Amy. Your selfishness comes out more and more every week. Karen should own the farm. That's quite a claim. Amy has always been rude and just plain mean and nasty to Matt. Grow up and move on from your jealousy towards Karen. Matt deserves to be as happy as you are. Some of the commenters were filled with rage and accusations. Always loved Little People, Big World, but dude, your bitterness and anger is ruining the show. You sound so cruel whenever you try and paint Matt in a bad light. That comment continues. And I can't believe you were jealous of Karen holding Jackson. OMG, most grandmas would be happy their grandchildren have so much love around them. We would question if this commenter has ever met a human being with emotions before. The jealousy makes you ugly. Whenever Matt has an issue with you, he at least says it in a gentle way. Stop playing the victim all the time and get therapy and some meds, please. This is a great example of a person who determines who the bad person in a conversation is by their tone of voice rather than by the substance of their words or actions. Comments devolved into a heated argument among Instagram users, with plenty of Amy bashing. I am sorry, but Amy is very defensive, has been from the beginning, and always ragging on Matt. Matt's disabilities are way more of a challenge than what Amy deals with. She needs a step stool. Big deal. Wow, there's nothing like marginalizing someone's disability to make your argument stronger. Disability, folks, is not a contest. I certainly feel sad for both of them if they were treated badly for being little people. That is so unacceptable and certainly not a minor thing to experience if that did happen. If it did happen, the narrative, in which Amy is perceived to be a whiner and Matt seems to be some sort of martyr, continues. But the things Matt has accomplished, in spite of his physical struggles and numerous surgeries, are truly an indication of what an amazing man he is. This commenter thinks that Matt's rude behavior towards Amy deserves to be forgiven. I give him a lot of credit and cut him a little slack for being so driven and focused. I am sure that is how he has had to navigate through life to get things done that some may have thought he wouldn't be able to do. And they don't think that Amy treats him well. He persevered and showed them he can do more than most. If he was my husband, my dad, my son, I would be so proud and would praise him on a regular basis, and I certainly wouldn't belittle him on national TV. This, folks, is the terrible burden of being a reality star. And, perhaps, of being a woman. Matt Roloff, actually moving off the family farm because of Amy, or Karen? Start gallery.